Today we're working on a Picasso style collage, and we're making ours like Frankenstein for Halloween. So on the smartboard we looked at the faces on our project for a profile and a straight view. So for the straight view, that's really the easiest. You're going to take one of your green pieces of paper and you're going to round the corners off of it so you have a nice oval shape. The profile is a little bit trickier. With that profile, we talked about drawing from the side. And I start at the top for the forehead. And then I kind of think about how my eyes go in a little bit. My nose is angled out. And it's Frankenstein. Doesn't have to be a pretty nose. Comes back in. I have that lip area where a boy or a man might have a mustache. The lips could be a little jaggedy on a side view, profile shot. And then I'd have the chin. So this other part I'm just going to round on the sides. And I'm going to cut that out. You will also have another piece of green paper, a long rectangle for a neck, because we definitely don't want to have floating heads on our project. Get those scraps out of the way. So that long skinny rectangle is this one that I'm talking about. I'm actually going to glue that first. So I'm taking that rectangle, putting some glue on the back of it, and I want that rectangle to be at the bottom. That way my head's getting attached to it. With these pieces, I did not cut perfectly. I can see some pencil lines in it. So I'm actually going to glue on this side. So I'm going to flip it. I'm going to glue the oval first, and then I'm going to glue the profile coming in. So I don't want that nose sticking out. I want the nose coming in. So this oval straight shot first, flipping it over. And if you notice, it's not perfectly on that neck. It's a little off to the side. I'm going to put glue on that side. I have some pencil marks, and the nose is going to stick in. So these are overlapping a little bit. Now is the fun, creative part. You have some black scraps. I would suggest cutting some hair, because Frankenstein has some hair. I'm cutting like a big rectangle first. I might cut it a little bit shorter. And when I cut hair, I'm just going to cut some triangles out of one side. And these triangles are different sizes. Some of them could be really tall. Some of them could be shorter and fatter. Just giving that hairline kind of a jagged edge. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. I would glue that down. Eyes, mouth, all that fun stuff. So there are longer black scraps for mouth. And it could be that your Frankenstein has half of a mouth, so I might tuck that little piece under here. That's a smile. And what if that other half was a triangle? So I just kind of had these overlap. That looks pretty cool. White scraps could be for eyes. The eyes don't have to be like yours and mine. They could be different shapes. What if this eye had a point and then a rounded bulge, and I've got a square eye? What if I made these different heights? That would look more like Picasso, kind of making Frankenstein look creepy. What if I used some of these for sharp teeth? Hey, that even comes outside of his mouth. That's silly. And maybe on the other side he's got a rectangle or a square tooth. You will have Sharpie markers. So if there are things you want to draw, sometimes it's easier to draw than it is to cut it out. I could make some marks like he's got stitches or a scar. Frankenstein does have some funny looking eyebrows. I might make eyebrows out of the scraps here. If you wanted to make a unibrow, one of those big long eyebrows, you could do that. I might slide that eye down, put his eyebrow in there. You could add those bolts. So Frankenstein is kind of half man, half machine. So I would draw or cut out a rectangle, and attached to that I would have a circle shape. That's kind of where his head is screwed together. I'm going to make that match on both sides. It doesn't have to match. If you want to add spiders, if you want to add spider webs, bats, stars, you can have fun with all that stuff. Just a quick little drawing of a bat. I would make a round circle. Give that circle some triangle ears. And if you want to do this in pencil first, you certainly can. On the sides, I'm going to make 2 curved lines going down. And I'm going to make the letter M, little m, underneath for the bottoms of the wings. So that's my quick little bat drawing. White crayons could be used for stars. Red marker could be used for a little bit of bloodshot eyes, like Frankenstein's overtired. When you're finished collaging your project together, like Picasso, they're going to go in the drawing rack.